But yeah, man, we need to talk about this election thing that's going on here.
What you think about it? It's election season.
It's election season, yeah. We need to tell the people, I think, how to vote, because people will vote on emotions,
Yeah, the people be voting on emotions.
and you can't vote on emotions. You got to vote on things that is invested to better your life.
I agree. I think, I speak for me, and if my opinion resonates with somebody, I want them to, follow that. I want to go for the best candidate that can help my community, that can help the economy, cares about health care. I look at both candidates right now that we got, without even saying their names, we know who they are. One's 80, one's are 81 or something, one's 77. I don't understand why those are the only two candidates we can pick. And there's 300 million citizens in the United States.
Well, popularity, one thing, I think. The way the democratic process works, an incumbent president, 9 times out of 10, is going to win to go back to re-election in the primary. So, in the terms of Joe Biden, nobody really ran against him in the primary. And the ones who tried to, they weren't powerful enough to beat him. And the same thing with Donald Trump. Them people already want Donald Trump. The Republican Party is already invested in Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump, we know he can win the primary. But can he beat Joe Biden in the rematch? He got wiped out in that first election.
Off camera we was discussing January 6th, I'm 50 plus years old. When I saw them Caucasians acting silly on January 6th, really trying to overturn the government, my fear was, and I know fear acronym is false evidence appearing real, but my fear was, wait till all these white motherfuckers figure out they can act like that and get away with that. Because they can. You know what I'm saying? They can do that any day they want to.
And I believe that
crazy.
It was just a dress rehearsal for things to come. And if you look at the whole scheme, they put stuff on TV to normalize it. So when it really happens, we be like, that's normal,
When I see, I'm a prepper. I think like, I watch the squirrel, right? The squirrel's safe for the winter, even if it's, no matter what humans is doing, the squirrel be saving for the winter. We don't do that. We don't. The lights can go out. We be ass out. No matter what president is in office, I'm gonna have to hustle. I'm gonna have to get candles. I'm gonna have to have a little generator. I can't. I don't. I'm a vote. I'm a voter. I vote. But the choices they giving us these days, man.
Yeah, I mean, we got older candidates, but
old as hell. They papaws, man. They ain't just granddads. They great grandddads.
There's no age limit as far as effectiveness, and I think, me honestly, if you look at in the terms of the body of work of what Joe Biden have done since he's been in president, with a limited in Congress, that's going to put him as one of the greatest presidents in the history of the presidency. Look at all the bills he passed. Donald Trump didn't pass all them bills. Mm-hmm. He wasn't even interested in the half of them bills. And if you look at how the Democrats and Republicans, when they go up for bills, anything it is to help the common man or woman, Republicans unanimously vote against it. Now, if you consider yourself the working poor, which the majority of America is, if you're going to a 9 to 5, How
Or
is
entrepreneur.
a Republican policy gonna help you? How can it help black people? How can it help poor white people? It can't. So why would you vote against your interests for a party that's not willing to do nothing to help you?
That's the question. That's always the question. Every year, we want to vote. We know they hung and killed our people in suits and whatever, when they wanted to vote, right? And we only been able to vote and all that for 60 years. I'm 50 plus, so that means, 8 to 7, 10 years before I was born, they weren't allowed to vote, so that's the question. That's always going to be every election season, every 4 years. Why are you voting against your best interests? And when we figure that out, but it's an illusion. Because no matter what, I'm saying this too, and then I'm only going to have 2 candidates, and either way, I might be voting against my best interest, whether I like to or not, because I want to be a patriot, patriotic, and participate in this freedom that most countries don't got. But I'm getting screwed because participating.
Okay, what do you think out of the 2 candidates? Who do you think your views is mostly in line with? Because you have Donald Trump and you have Joe Biden. Now they old, don't get me wrong, but me personally, I'm with getting the cost of college education down. I think yes, he should wipe away people's
student
loan debt.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So that's in my favor. You feel me?
Yeah.
I have a problem with the border. I don't think people should just be able to pour over into your country and do whatever they want to do, and we have to foot the bill for it.
Well, see, that's one of those. That's one of those. You say don't vote on emotions. That's a trigger on purpose. See, because what's going on the Mexican border with Guatemala, they treating them the same way. It just don't get no news coverage. They got the same exact situation going on with Mexico coming into the United States, see, that's why America is a dream. You want to be it's a dream. It's an illusion we have to believe. That border that Mexico is trying to come over used to be Mexico anyway. The colonizers got us fighting. They fight.
Right.
That's gonna be San Francisco. San Fran. That's Mexico. Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. Yuma, Arizona. San Diego. Sacramento. Los Angeles. That's all Mexico. Texas. That's all Mexico. So when they coming over that border, my ancestors may be buried over there. But we got talking points. But that near there. This is a country now. I just got to let that be stated. But this is a country now, and we got borders. So yeah, they come over here and speaking on stuff we can't speak on camera about that ethnic group. They ain't just coming over here to cut your grass and build and do your roof either. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no.
And that's blown up on the news, but we don't do it because we got a no snitch policy in our community, so we don't even speak on it. And it sound like Fox News and them be lying when they talk about that ethnic group got gangs and this and that going on, coming over here and then terrorizing communities. That may be happening.
I just don't want it where they try to say it's us.
Yeah.
Well,
For one, them coming over here, they're starting to blame us because it's going to become a big effect within, I say, about 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? The average friendship grew up style of living will be over because people will be coming into the country in great packs. See, Biden has said he wanted people to come over. And that was part of his policy. And people rolled with it and they forgot. But Kamala Harris ran for president, he got with her. So really, we